Behold, the woodpecker, a marvel of evolution, perched like a feathered jackhammer against the backdrop of the natural world. Its profile is striking, sharp beak, piercing eyes, and a head crowned with feathers that look like they've just walked out of a punk rock concert. But don't let this edgy look fool you. This bird isn't rebelling against the system. It is the system, a specialized creature designed for one thing and one thing only: to peck. Think of it as nature's version of Gregory Peck, dignified, relentless, and always delivering its lines with precision. Its beak is more than just a tool. It's an evolutionary masterpiece, capable of hammering into bark at speeds that would make a jackhammer blush. The woodpecker doesn't just peck, it chisels, drills, and bores its way into trees like a contractor who doesn't believe in union breaks. And don't worry about headaches. Its skull is built for impact, complete with a shock-absorbing system that would put your fancy running shoes to shame. But don't get any ideas. Humans with shock-proof skulls would just end up inventing extreme head-butting competitions. And why all this noise? Simple. Love. It's mating season. Male woodpeckers drum against hollow wood to send the avian equivalent of a tender notification. The louder and more rhythmic the drumming, the more likely it is to catch the attention of a mate. Of course, if humans did this, we'd just call it bad percussion at an open mic night. And when they finally attract a mate, well, let's just say woodpecker love isn't exactly subtle. You know the old saying, when the nests are rockin', don't come a-knockin'. Woodpeckers are territorial creatures, fiercely protective over their chosen patch of forest. They'll defend their turf with the kind of determination usually reserved for suburban dads trying to keep their lawn perfect. Speaking of which, some folks go through great lengths to make their yards woodpecker-proof. They'll tell you their lawn is impeccable. But let's be honest, the woodpecker doesn't care. It sees your flawless lawn as just another place to make a racket. And then there's the woodpecker's cultural legacy. It's been a muse for artists, a metaphor for persistence, and a star of Saturday morning cartoons. Remember that maniacal bird from the Road Runner series? A hyperactive woodpecker, probably fueled by an endless supply of Acme brand caffeine. They turned a bird into a chaotic force of nature, which, let's face it, isn't that far off. But back to science. Every peck is a calculated strike. The bird's tongue, an engineering marvel, can extend far beyond its beak to extract insects from deep within the bark. It's sticky, barbed, and prehensile. A tool so effective that it makes you wonder why evolution didn't give humans something equally useful. Imagine a being able to grab a remote from across the room with your tongue. Now that's a superpower. Of course, no discussion of woodpeckers would be complete without addressing their noise. That incessant drumming can drive people crazy. But to the woodpecker, it's music, a percussive symphony, performed with passion and precision. And if you think about it, woodpeckers were drumming on trees long before humans invented the drum kit. So really, they're the original rock stars of the animal kingdom. And like every great rock star, they leave their mark on your trees, fences, and occasionally your sanity. And yet, for all their quirks, woodpeckers are an integral part of the ecosystem. Their pecking creates nesting cavities for other birds, helps control insect populations, and even aids in tree growth by pruning dead branches. In the grand scheme of things, the woodpecker isn't just a noisy neighbor, it's a vital part of the community. And isn't that the ultimate irony? The bird that seems to care about nothing but its own incessant drumming is actually a quiet hero, keeping the balance of nature intact. So here it is, the woodpecker, caught in profile, a creature of rhythm, resilience, and a relentless curiosity. It's a bird that refuses to be ignored, hammering its way into trees and occasionally into your patience. But as you look at this painting, remember that noisy, persistent little bird isn't just pecking at wood. It's pecking at the boundaries of what's possible, one tap at a time. And if that's not inspiring, I don't know what is. Just don't tell the squirrels they're already cocky enough.